And welcome to the final video with my HP with the BA project. It's done. It's done. That's insane. It has been almost 2 years since I actually started the project. I started it back in May of 2015, if I'm right. Around the time that we graduated from university. And here I am actually in the final exam week for my first year of my master's program, with a year of TAing work in between. I am proud of myself for having finished it, especially with how rocky it actually started. I didn't have an uploading schedule, I didn't have things planned. It sort of just morphed. And then how you really know that is literally with how short the first book is. It actually took me over the entire summer to finish the first book, because the last few videos for Philosopher's Stone were actually filmed in my third apartment, so the second apartment for my TA year apartment. Literally, the entire summer, and I didn't finish the Philosopher's Stone. So just being able to look back and say that I did it. For something that I started because I was honest to God lonely in that summer after graduation, where Rach and Caroline weren't there. For something I started because I just wanted something, even if I wasn't, didn't have a set upload schedule, something that periodically I just knew I had to do, because at that point I didn't have anything else. I didn't have the job that I would end up going into as a TA. That I didn't get until the very end of that summer. I didn't know I was going to go on to do my master's because I was already facing down a rejection from a university that I wanted to go to. I didn't know where I was going to be living. I didn't know what was going to happen after that summer. So I just needed something to hold on to, and it became the HP with a BA project, which I kept going. And I'm really proud of myself for having done that, because after that summer I did have some idea of what was going on. I had a year at least where I was working, and I knew I was going to have a position. And then partway through that year, I found out I had gotten into this program, and I was going to do my master's. And then that project survived a move away from Freddie, back to Freddie, away again, and then away up here, and finished up here. It's insane. And there were some hiatuses that had to happen because of those moves, and there were adjustments to upload schedules where I was moving between one a week during the school year where I was TAing to anywhere between two a week during that summer in between. Then we had the hiatus, and then still working, switched back to one a week, and then I actually finished everything, and I had all my buffered videos since January of this past year. Everything was done, and that was really everything except Deathly Hallows was actually done before my move up here, so that I had things. So once I got into doing my master's, I still had my buffer. It was just down to one a week, so that I had a chance to get used to things before we hit Deathly Hallows again. So I was able, over the holidays and throughout January, to finish up Deathly Hallows, and here we are. I am filming this the day that I'm uploading it. I decided to wait to do my wrap-up video until everything was uploaded and the project was really honestly done. And it sort of hit me on Wednesday when I uploaded the last video that it was done. That I had made it all the way through. And it felt amazing. Like, I look back on that first video and I sort of wish I could just go and speak to myself on that day. Because if I'm honest, every time I sort of look at it, particularly the start, I sound so lost. Like, I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't know why I'm bothering, and I just sort of want to sit down with myself and say that this project is going to work, and I'm going to get through, and in doing so, I'm going to go through a lot of changes. Physical places, what I want to do with my life, where I want to go, who I want to be, all of that is going to develop even as I'm working through this series, and in fact, at least in part because I am. The Harry Potter series for me has always been something that I want to live up to. Where, if I'm honest, it's one of those series that I want to be the type of person that if these characters ever just showed up, that they would be proud of. And there's not a lot of fictions that make me feel that way. So I want to grow to be a better person and to do the right thing and to learn from my mistakes and the mistakes of others. So going through this series in a really turbulent time in my life across these 2 years has sort of made me realize what I'm willing to do and work towards, but also what I'm not willing to do. And what I'm willing to let go and say that this isn't how I want to live. Like, I'm doing my thesis long distance because where I am right now isn't going to help me grow and be a better person. It's stagnating, and reading through something like the Horcrux Hunt, where you can just see what stagnation can do, reminded me that, again, that's not what I want. I want to keep going and growing and doing different things. And sometimes that means that you have to return to places that you didn't necessarily think you would. Like, I'm moving back in with my parents. That's something that for a lot of people sounds like sort of the bottom of the barrel, but for me is going to be an improvement because where I am is not okay. I've gotten through it and I persevered, but I'm still going to persevere with my degree. I'm getting my thesis done. It doesn't have to be here. So why would I make it worse when I'm trying to be better? Why don't I make it better when I'm trying to be better? And that's something that this series has taught me. And going through and looking at different pieces and seeing how it speaks to me and speaks to my other interests in history and literature and philosophy has really helped me understand that even if we don't quite know where things are going to go, and even if it doesn't always feel like we have somebody on our side, things will work out. We pick our battles. We try to be better people. We find our friends and we hold on to them. And we let go of the things that we can't keep. And we keep coming back to the things that are going to make us better. And for me, that is the Harry Potter series. I don't quite know what else to say to wrap this up. It's been an insane 2 years. And I don't think there's a whole lot I would have done differently. I've grown as a person, and I can't say that that's a bad thing. I want to keep growing, and I want to keep reading, and I hope you do too. I wonder what I'll read next, but I always know that Hogwarts will be there to welcome me home anytime I go back. See you next time.